It's recorded.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Cynthia. My name is Mr. Graham. We spoke on the phone briefly about
Okay.
you coming in tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just disclose to you that I am a mandated reporter,
Mm-hmm.
and during this session, if there are any issues or circumstances that arise where you present that you are harm to yourself or others,
Mm-hmm.
to elders or children,
Mm-hmm.
that I have to report that.
Okay.
Are you comfortable with that?
Yes.
Okay. So again, thank you for coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you, what brings you in today?
I'm really not sure. I just have a lot on. I just have a lot on my plate this the next couple of months, and so just trying to sort it all out.
Tell me more.
Um, I have a day job at work, but then I also where I teach, but I also do other things professionally as well. I'm consulting. I'm on a couple of committees. In terms of teaching, I have to also do research, to do conference presentations, and a lot of things. I just got my plate is really full. Teaching 5 classes, and just a lot. And then of course I have a family, so I still all of those other, good things that I have to do with my family and stuff like that. So just a lot on my plate this semester.
It sounds like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So what have you been doing to make it work so far?
Getting up every morning, breathing, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I have I put things in my calendar. I have certain days where I do certain work.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a lot.
Still a lot?
Yeah, it's still a lot.
Explain to me what that a lot looks like.
Um, like last night I didn't get home until 11. Still had a couple of little things I had to do, a couple of emails that I had to send out before I was able to go to bed. Woke up this morning, still constantly doing work, so, work is always there, or whether it be work or some other professional thing I have to do. I had to send out a couple of emails for this association that I belong to. And so it's always something. There's never like a down day. If it is a down day, it's because something's not getting done.
I see.
Yeah.
How has that affected you, the things that don't get done?
I think now I'm much more comfortable with things just not getting done, because that's what tomorrows are for, right? But it's still, but I like to get things done. I'm a worker bee,
Okay.
and so I do like to get things accomplished. That gives me some level of satisfaction to have things accomplished and
Okay.
things done well. And so, just like I said, it's just a lot.
Yeah, you consistently say a lot. And that's it's surprising, because you seem to have up to this point dealt with it.
And what you gonna? But I could. I have no choice. I guess I always have choices,
Mm-hmm.
right? But things gotta get done.
What kind
People,
of stress? I'm sorry to cut you.
Yeah, I mean, like, people depend upon me, and so
Right.
I don't like to. I won't let anybody down.
Okay. And do you feel you are letting people down?
No, I don't. I think that I'm able to, even if I have to break my neck, like,
Right.
it's gonna get. If it's due tomorrow, it's gonna be done. Something's gonna be turned in. Something's gonna be done. So that's just kind of what it is.
And when things are not done,
Yeah.
share with me what that looks like.
Normally, if things are not done, then I send an email, because I do have to accept responsibility for all those things, because I've said yes. And that's the other thing. No
Right.
one's told me I had to do anything.
Okay.
It's all things that I've created for myself.
Right.
And so when things are not able to get done, then I take ownership of that, of the things not being done,
Okay.
or whether, if it was a deadline, I might say I'm running behind. I need 2 more days, or
Right.
whatever the case may be. I always ask for a little bit more than I need, so then it makes it look like
Okay.
I've done something, so if I say I need 4 days, I try to get it done. Like I'll turn it around in like 24 hours, 48.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I made my before my deadline,
Okay.
before my other deadline. So that's it's just I don't know.
How long has this been going on? How many months or years, if you will, with all your jobs, responsibilities, the family life?
Yeah.
How long has this been going on?
Oh God, 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
So it's almost like it's just part of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to decrease some of
Okay.
those things. Like decrease some of the responsibilities. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to do that.
Okay. Have you thought about taking on some help?
I think what I do help is not needed. Like I couldn't have someone do anything that I'm doing.
Right.
It's either I do it or it doesn't. It's not done.
Is that what you feel, or is that in fact a reality?
That's pretty much reality.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the positions that I have could be done by somebody else, but it's not like an assistant. Like I just won't be in that role.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the other ones, if it's not me, then it will be no one.
Okay. Let's talk about the some that can.
Yeah. I don't know who could.
Out of all that you do,
Mhm.
I'm sure you've worked with people that do same and similar jobs.
Yeah, but it's interesting that I'm in a field where everybody's kind of doing something very similar to what I'm doing.
Okay.
So they're all overworked,
Right.
not enough time, that type of thing, working under deadlines,
Mhm.
so
So really, you're not alone.
no,
There are other people that you work with, same and similar situation.
correct.
They seem to get it done.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they do, and I think it's very similar to
Mhm.
to me. Like
Right.
if they can't get it done, then they send an email,
Okay.
that type of thing. So we're all kind of doing the same,
Yeah.
doing the same thing.
Okay, but why do you feel so bad when you can't meet the deadline? Or
it's more like a personality characteristic. I don't like to let people down.
Mhm.
I don't like to disappoint, and so if I say I'm going to do something, then I try to follow through
okay.
if I can. And so that's pretty much what it is.
Okay.
If I give my word, I give my word. I don't need a handshake. I don't need like a contract.
Mhm.
That's just kind of what it is.
Okay. Let's talk about home. How's the home life?
Home life is is well. No issues there. I stress over my stepson and my niece because they're in
Mhm.
college.
Right.
But other than that, they have their own lives, and whatever
Okay.
they do or not do is on them. So it's good.
That's odd.
Yeah,
That's odd coming from a person who needs to do what they need to do,
yeah.
but doesn't stress out on their children.
That's my mantra.
Mhm.
That's not their mantra. I'm not gonna put my stuff off on anybody else. I recognize that it's all in my my own little bubble,
Okay.
and everybody's bubble is different, right?
I agree with you there.
Yeah. So,
Your bubble hasn't burst, has it?
no, it does. It won't. I don't think it will.
Mhm.
Like it expands when it needs to,
Right.
contracts when it needs to. So
Mhm. And that's stress.
yeah.
Okay.
I guess so. I think that for me, I think I don't like the word stress because it's not necessarily what it is for
Mhm.
me. I think that there's a lot on my plate. There's a lot on the to-do list, but I
Right.
think it can all get done. Stress is when it's like you don't have control over it. I
Mhm.
have complete control over
Okay.
everything that's on my plate because I put it there.
Right. Right. And you can also take it off of the
I
plate.
can take it off, but
Yeah.
and I have to be okay with things not quite being done. I don't know.
Does the word stress scare you?
No, but it's a cop out to me. Like, oh, I'm so stressed. It's like, oh, as if someone's doing something to you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not how I see it.
Have you ever been told that stress can be your friend?
Um, there was a level of, I think there's a level of a little bit of anxiety that can help with motivation.
Right. Right.
And I think it could be helpful to kind of
Sure.
push someone forward.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of how I see it.
Yeah. Do you feel that you self motivate to push your envelope, push
Oh
your bubble?
yeah. I mean, I do think I do have. There's a mantra that I might have. It's that just get it done.
Right.
Get it done. Like I can whine and complain or whatever, but I still need to just get it done.
Yeah.
To the best of my ability,
Okay.
whatever that ability is at that particular moment.
Have you ever been reprimanded from your employer or your bosses, your managers, about you not getting it done?
No, I mean, like I always come through.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I want to be able to, I guess, take some things off of my plate, and I'm not really sure which things I should take off my plate.
What's your day like? Typical day.
Yeah, like there's no typical day. It really, I mean, I even decide what time I come to work.
Mhm.
The teaching schedule is the teaching schedule, but whether or not I'm here at 8 o'clock in the morning or whether or not I'm here right before class,
Right.
it really depends upon me.
Okay.
So, but in between there, it's not like I'm at home sleeping,
Mhm.
like and chilling out and watching Wendy Williams. I'm like normally I'm working
Right.
on some other task.
Okay.
So
Given the opportunity, would you like to be home sleeping or watching Wendy Williams? Or,
no, because that's no, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I like to be busy. I like
Right.
to have things to do. I like to be out, and so that's not
It's not you.
no.
Okay. And it's okay to own that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not you.
Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you taken vacation?
Visiting family doesn't count because that's an obligation.
If it's time spent away
No.
from work.
No, that doesn't count. That's an obligation,
Okay.
and that's equivalent to work. It's still you still have to do something, and then you're doing things that you don't even want to do.
Well,
so the
sometimes.
last time I took a vacation,
Mhm.
vacation was over the summer. I did 2 weeks in Italy.
2 weeks in Italy over the past summer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
How was that?
it was great.
Did you do any work during that vacation?
I
Be
was
honest.
teaching. Yeah, I was teaching an online class.
Okay.
I had to at least check in.
Okay.
I had to respond to an
Okay.
email or two. I didn't grade any paper. I did grade a paper, but
Mhm.
it would be afterwards. It would be like, I've had fun, da 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 da. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. Let me look at these grades. It was
Okay.
like that.
So it was a working vacation.
It was a vacation, but I had to get some work done. Like, I just did. Like, I had to kind of balance it. Otherwise, I couldn't have gone.
Okay.
The bulk of my time, I would say 90% of my time was just exploring the city. I did a mini excursion.
Okay.
It was only when I was like at my home base that I even
Right.
did any work, which was rare.
So I want you to look at that.
Mhm.
Even under those circumstances where you had tasks and responsibilities,
Mhm.
you managed to separate yourself
Mhm.
and explore the town, enjoy the sights,
Mhm.
be a tourist,
Mhm.
and then come back to your work.
Yeah.
Up until now, I haven't heard that
Yeah.
in this dialogue.
Mhm.
You separating yourself
Mhm.
from all that you do and taking the time out for you
Mhm.
to unwind.
Yeah.
Do you think you're capable of that?
When I'm not in the setting,
Okay.
when I'm in the setting, I always have my mind on my work.
Okay.
There's always something to be done. I make all my phone calls in the car.
Sure. Right.
It's like, oh, where you going now?
Mm-hmm.
Or if I do call someone and I'm not at work, they think like, oh, where you going? I was like, oh no, I'm at home. They're
Right.
like, what? I was
Okay.
like, I know, right?
That is surprising, and I'm sure the people that know you.
Yeah, they're like, you
Yeah.
never go in your car. You're
Mhm.
going in between places.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, I know. But it's what it is. Like I try, I mean, I go to the movies on the
Mm-hmm.
weekend, but I always have, but there's always work. People always like, oh, are you busy? I'm like, I'm always busy. Like,
Okay.
what's going on? Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the work is always there.
Right.
Mhm.
And so are you.
Yeah.
Okay. And work will always be there
Mhm.
if you're willing to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you think you can be willing to not do as much work? Think about that now.
Um. I guess it's more like I have to pick and choose.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain works that I just have to do, like my teaching schedule.
Right.
That's a given. But then there's some other things that maybe I don't have to do, and be okay with whatever happens.
Okay.
Right? I
You've been okay with doing it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. You're, from what I'm hearing, great at time management. You're making your phone calls in the car. You're doing your emails.
Yeah.
You're teaching.
Mm-hmm.
You've even found time to go on vacation.
I mean, that was during the summertime, though.
But you still found that time,
Yeah.
which means you actually had to plan it.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't just pop out of the air, did it?
I knew I was gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I needed a passport.
Okay.
I knew I needed a plane ticket, and I
Great.
knew I had a place to stay.
Okay.
That's all I really did know. I didn't do any like in terms of the excursions. They
Mhm.
happened when I was there. It was more
Okay.
like, oh, I'm gonna go to
Sure.
blah blah blah.
Sure.
But,
Wherever the day takes you.
Yeah. So yeah. Are you still recording?
Yes.
Okay. Uh,
Okay. What doing good?
No, because sometimes people are recording. They think they are, then they're not.
Right.
So, but yeah. But that's I don't know.
Let's talk about the planning that took place for you to go.
Oh.
As minimal as you
Yeah.
stated,
It was minimal.
it was still a plan. You planned.
I mean, but I am but I do plan.
Mhm.
I'm a planner. I believe that if you don't have a plan, you'll get led anywhere. So a plan allows you to know which direction you're going to go into,
Okay.
and whatever happens in between that, the destination is still the same.
Sure.
So I do believe in planning some things because that's essential in order to get things
Okay.
accomplished.
Let's talk about you
Mm-hmm.
wanting to plan to digress your
Yeah.
responsibilities. What does that look like?
No clue.
What would you want to give up right now, given the opportunity?
I don't know if I can. I don't know if there's anything I have to give up.
Is it a issue of finance or obligation in some way?
I mean, again, like if I give my word that I'm
Mhm.
going to do something, then that's my word.
Okay.
So I've already given my word. I feel like the task that I have to do,
Mhm.
I've already given my word for it. So I got to see that. I got to see those things through.
Okay.
So however long it takes, I got to see them through because I gave my word. But next semester or the summer, that's when new things might come up
Right.
and things like that. So that's when I might be able to say no to some things or not do certain tasks.
Mhm. I'm hearing the word might,
Might again like
which is you're on that fence.
it depends.
Mhm.
Depends upon how interesting it is.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to say no to something without having the opportunity presented in
Right.
front of me because it might be a great opportunity,
Mhm.
and I don't want to just toss it to the side without knowing.
Understand.
So the future hasn't been planned out. I don't know what it's gonna bring, but it might be something interesting. And if it is, then I'll probably end up saying yes.
Okay. As interesting as that sounds and can be,
Mhm.
it's also a possibility that it may be burdensome.
Yeah. Very true.
Okay. Where what you're walking away with is less than what you're giving.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving more of yourself, your time, your energy,
Yeah.
your thoughts,
Yeah.
your personal space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, we'll have to see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Would you be interested to plan something ahead?
I don't know what to plan ahead if I don't know where I'm going.
Do you want to continue to go into this bubble-like existence where you're boxed in all the time under obligations that you
Yeah.
yourself have decided to take on?
I'm not sure. Because there is a level of freedom because I did accept I could say no.
Right.
Right? So no one forced me to do anything.
Right.
So I'm really not sure.
Have you ever given it any thought? Any real thought?
Yeah, like I thought that maybe this summer I wouldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm like, well, who knows what, that's as much as I thought I've given to it.
Okay.
Like maybe
Okay.
doing something or not doing something for the summer
Okay.
could be advantageous for me.
Okay. Believe it or not, that's a start.
Yeah.
Even considering it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I typically do the same thing every summer. Well, I'll teach one course online.
Okay.
But so we'll see if that happens.
Do you feel fulfilled with that one course during the summer online? Is it enough?
Actually, I don't want to teach in the summer.
Okay.
But
But you have for the previous 8 years.
yeah, I have.
Have you said that all 8 years that you
I
don't want
have.
to teach in the summer?
I have.
So what pulls you in?
I'm a team player. If it's
Okay.
needed for the team, I'm like, okay.
Okay.
You know.
But what about Cynthia?
I know. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens this summer.
And you're on many teams, as you disclosed.
I am
already.
on many
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah.
I am.
And you feel it necessary to play for them all?
Then why be on the team?
Well, you can pick and choose. The teams
Yeah,
that may be
yeah.
most fulfilling,
Yeah.
with the least required effort. That
But if something's not, if there's no effort, why
Mhm.
do it?
right?
I don't know. If it's nothing,
Quite a paradox.
yeah, why do it? That's
Yeah.
a waste of your time.
Okay.
I don't know. See, this is my problem. Like,
Mm.
I'm just like, I don't know, but I don't necessarily think it's anything solvable, though.
Well,
I don't know if it's solvable. I really don't. It's a situation,
mhm.
but I don't know if there's, like, an end result. I really don't.
There truly is no problem.
I don't know. There's always a problem.
No, no. You've said yourself. You've managed over 8 years. You've
Yeah.
piled more and more and more on your plate. You've juggled family
Yeah.
and work and academics
Yeah.
and freelancing, all that you do,
Yeah.
and you've made it work.
Yeah.
You've even become savvy enough to push the deadlines up and make it work.
Yeah.
So if you can do all that and create that existence, you can uncreate it as well.
That's very true.
But that wouldn't be you, would it?
Maybe not.
Maybe so.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Can you see yourself in the world, and your world, committed to less?
And then what would I do?
You have so much from what you stated. You do what you've committed to.
Yeah.
You don't have to let it all go. You really don't even have to let much of it go.
Yeah.
But you're afraid to let it to let anything go.
Am I afraid to let anything
I
go?
believe so.
Why fear?
Fear of idleness.
Mm. Life is too short.
What's the average lifespan for you? How much time do you have? Do you know these answers?
I would say if I don't get attacked by the squirrels that are out
Mm-hmm.
here, I could possibly live until about 85.
Okay. Or longer.
Who
Okay.
wants to really live that
Well, I can't answer that
long?
question, but we all have a shelf life.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. And you have to look deep within of your own fulfillment
Mhm.
and start adding things up.
Yeah.
What more? I'm going to ask you, what more do you want?
Oh.
Non materialistic things, just accomplishments.
I guess I want to see. If I could, I would see more of the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it.
Do you know, in order to see more of this world,
Mhm.
you have to take the time away from
Yeah.
what you pile on your plate.
Yeah, I know. Oh.
Ah, you just you agree.
I don't know. Or I don't know what I would give up to see more of the world.
Okay. Well, since you did a working vacation, I'm going to classify it as a working vacation.
It wasn't a work. It wasn't a work. It was a vacation with a little bit of
Where
work.
you worked.
Let's reverse it.
The last year during the summer, why not look into your new obligations after your academic year is over
Mhm.
and where you're taking on new commitments,
Mhm.
teaching or other, that can take you traveling overseas, domestic, what have you, where you can get that benefit and yet still seem fulfilled.
Yeah. I mean, I've looked into some things, and nothing's really come open. So I'm
Mhm.
open to those possibilities
Okay.
if they do present
Right.
themselves. Um, yeah, that's all
Okay.
I got.
Well, Cynthia, that's a start, and that's a great start.
Mhm.
And for our first session, I believe you can walk away with the knowledge you can do it
Mhm.
if you look for it.
Yeah.
You said that the situation changes every semester, summer, fall,
Mhm.
spring, and the possibility may just arise.
Mhm. Maybe.
So, given your present commitments,
Mhm.
okay, you do have an end to that
Mhm.
because they're not forever, they are terminal.
Yeah.
Okay? So you can look forward to something else on the horizon
Mhm.
that has a travel component with it.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
If not, on the other hand, minimize your next obligation
Mhm.
and plan a trip.
Okay.
How about something with the family?
Um.
Not going to see family,
Yeah.
you've already discussed
Yeah.
that, but with the family.
Uh. Me and my husband do have a tentative trip
Mhm.
planned to Florida
Okay.
next year when Disney gets Star Wars.
Okay. Now that's next year.
That's
That's
all I
great.
got.
That's out there.
That's all I got.
But between now and then, during the semesters, there may be opportunities.
Maybe.
In other cities, doesn't have to be
Yeah.
overseas,
Yeah.
depending on your style.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is that something you'd be willing to consider, to look into?
I will consider it.
And it would be another task for you
Yeah.
to
My otherwise already filled
already
plate.
filled plate, which you're capable of working.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So let's start there.
Okay.
Okay. You shared a lot today,
Mhm.
and I am appreciative of you opening up and being comfortable here. This session is going to come to a close
Mhm.
at this time. How do you feel?
I'm alright.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I wasn't, like I didn't come in distressed or anything like
Right.
that. I pretty much feel kind of the same feeling that I had.
Okay.
Just gave me some things to think about.
And that's what this process is all about, giving you different insights, different perspectives for you to make possibly different decisions. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to end the session. I'm looking forward to see you next week.
Okay.
Same time is good for you?
Sure.
Thank you, Cynthia.
You're welcome. Cutscene.
30 minutes.